Hello po! This is Teacher Joy. Maligayang araw sa inyong lahat. So, at this moment of time, we're gonna check our 5 items assignment na binigay ko sa mga magte-take ng September takers this September kanina lang. So, before we start our proper rationalization, paki-like muna ang video ito. And kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe sa ating YouTube channel, click the subscribe button. So, yung mga nag-like, yung mga nag-subscribe ay papasa. Ewan ko na lang sa hindi. Yun. So, okay. So, again, our enrollment is still ongoing sa licensure examination for teachers and sa civil service exam. So, kung may mga friends kayo na magti-take din ng exam this year, it's either LET or CSE, message lang po kayo sa aking ginagamit ngayon ng FB account, Ma'am Joy. Ayan po yung ating profile picture. So, yon. Hindi na tayo masyadong active sa Facebook kasi due to some concerns, alam nyo naman yon. Okay, so dito na lang tayo sa ating Red app. So, yan. Now, let's gonna check first our number 96. Sabi dito, nothing that happens in this world ever happens by chance. It is all part of a grand design. The author speaks of one's blank a destiny, be luck, see dream, the ambition. General education. Sinasabi dito na walang may nangyari dito sa mundong ito na nangyari lang siya by chance or by luck or random luck, no? Lahat nangyayari dito ay by grand design. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng grand design? Ibig sabihin niyan, lahat ay nakadestining mangyari. And so, for example, no, ikaw, magjojowa ka ng lasinggero. So, baka destiny mo talaga yun. So, ganon. So, ang ating tamang sagot ay letter A. Destiny. Lahat ay destined mangyari. So, destiny refers to the hidden power believed to control what will happen in the future or preordained path which perfectly aligns with the idea of a grand design. So, a grand design or ibig sabihin, destiny. Ayun, letter A ang ating tamang sagot. Let's go number 97. The surprise teacher asked, what was all the hubbub about? Hub means a hush, B serenity, C commotion, D stillness. Na-surprise si teacher tapos nagtanong siya, what was all the hubbub about? So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng hub-hub? Okay. Sa pag-surprise pala ni teacher, parang negative na, no? And then, nagtanong siya. So, it's letter C, commotion. Letter C, commotion. Ang ibig sabihin ng commotion ay parang magulo, maingay, confused situation, or a loud mixture or of confused sounds or voices, no, making commotion the closest equivalent in meaning. So, ganun yun. Hub-hub, commotion. Letter C ang ating tamang sagot. Next, number 98. Who was the general who said, I shall return after training troops in Australia? So, I shall return, ito ay pinaka-famous na line niya. A. Carlos P. Romulos, B. Douglas MacArthur, C. J. De La Torre, D. J. Wainwright. I shall return, narinig ko to when I was in high school, second year ata ako. So, yun. Narinig ko na to and diniscuss na to before ng teacher. So, I shall return by, sino nagsabi niyan? Of course, si Douglas MacArthur. So, Douglas MacArthur was a famous American general during World War II. So, in 1942, he was ordered to leave the Philippines for Australia to escape capturing Japanese forces. Upon arriving Australia, he famously promised the Filipino people, nangako siya sa mga Pinoy na I shall return or babalik siya, no? A vow he fulfilled when he landed on Leyte Island in 1944 to the country. Ayun, tinupad niya naman. So, sana lahat ng nangangako ay tumutupad. Kagaya ni Douglas MacArthur. Yan. So, ang ating tamang sagot ay letter B, Douglas MacArthur. What about Carlos Romulo? Carlos P. Romulo naman ay more on, ano siya, is best known as internationally renowned diplomat, making history as the first Asian and first Filipino serve as the president of the United Nations General Assembly. So, naging president siya noong 1949 to 1950. Okay. J. De La Torre naman, also known as Carlos Maria de la Torre, was a Spanish Governor General of the Philippines in the 18s, long before World War II. Wala namang magandang nangyari about sa kanya, basta yun siya. Hindi naman yan lumalabas na sa Gen Ed. Okay. J. Wainwright, ito ay dinidiscuss lang natin or dinidefine lang natin sila. Jonathan Wainwright, no, was the American general left in command of the Philippines after MacArthur departed. He had to surrender Corregidor to the Japanese and became a prisoner of war. So, ayun. I shall return is Douglas MacArthur. Letter B ang ating tamang sagot. Let's go number 99. I saw a nasty. I saw. O, yun. Di ko na naman nasulat. Number 99. Sige. Makinig na lang. Number 99, I saw a nasty blank between two cars this morning. A. Happening. B. Damage. C. Accident. D. Danger. Ano yung nararapat na word to complete the sentence? I saw a nasty blank between two cars. May nakita kang dalawang cars and then nasty. Ibig sabihin ng nasty ay pangit or cruel or karumal-dumal, ganon. So, if that is the basis, anong nangyari sa dalawang cars? A. Happening. B. Damage. C. Accident. D. Danger. Siyempre, kapag negative, nasty, and merong dalawang cars, you can conclude na merong accident. Letter C, number 99. Letter C, nasty accident. So, yun, letter C. An accident is an unexpected and unfortunate event that causes damage or injury, like a car crash. So, saying a nasty accident between two cars is the most natural and grammatically correct way to describe a car collision in English. So, ang tamang sagot natin ay letter C, number 91. 99. Now, let's move on sa ating last and final question, 100. Who said the Filipino is worth dying for? A. Benigno Aquino. B. Carlos P. Garcia. C. Fidel V. Ramos. Or letter D. Jose Rizal. The Filipinos worth dying for. Sinong president yan? Yes, correct everyone. Letter A, si Benigno Aquino, also known as Ninoy Aquino. So, famously used this praise in a speech before the Asia Society in New York City in 1980. He was explaining his love for the Filipino people despite the political struggles he faced during the martial law era. So, kahit na merong mga struggles nung kanyang pamumuno ay mahal niya pa rin ang mga Pilipinos. So, kaya niya sinabi na the Filipino is worth dying for. Meaning, if mamatay man siya, worth it para sa mga Pilipino. So, yun. So, this line became a historic rallying cry for democracy in the Philippines. Ayan. So, Carlos P. Garcia naman, guys, letter B. Siya ang ating pang-8 na president. At best known sa kanya yung Filipino First Policy or yung Pilipino muna. So, yun. Carlos P. Garcia. Fidel V. Ramos naman, siya yung pang-12 president natin and a key leader in the 1986 EDSA People Power Revolution. Jose Rizal, siyang ating national hero and sa kanya yung El Filibusterismo and Dole Mi Tangere. And isa na lang siguro sa mga famous line niya yung bago siya namatay, "Consummatum est", lumalabas 'yan sa board exam at saka yung siguro yung naalala kong famous line niya ay yung taong hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan hindi makakarating sa kinaroroonan. Oh, 'di ba? So, 'yun. Okay, so pag-aralan niyo din about kay Jose Rizal yung kanyang RA 'no, iyon. 9125, Teaching of Rizal, pag-aralan niyo 'yun. Oh, it's not RA 9125. RA 1425. RA 1425 or the Rizal Law. Yun na, pag-aralan niyo po yun. So, yun lang. Thank you so much, everyone. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat for listening and for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe po. And paki-comment ng score niyo sa baba. Thank you, everyone. Yun lang po. Keep safe.